Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is WRSR Resources Soviet Republic Season 6. I have a lot going on today. We have some upgrades, we have a big change, and metros are done, technically. So I would like to see if we can get public transport actually set up today, working perfectly, no problems at all. We'll see. And it's day. So we're gonna play a little bit with the night mode on because why not? It's great. It's great. That's all. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we have to work on today. The first thing, like I said in the last episode, I didn't do it yet, is get a fuel station in a place where our passenger trains are currently going up from the city. You need a name that's not Krajec. Krajec? Maybe? I don't know. That's not a name that I can't pronounce at all. And yes, I'm hoping someone will tell me a way of pronouncing that that's not confusing to me. Because obviously, I don't know what I'm saying. But yes, we need a fuel station here. Without the fuel station, we can't do anything. Now, the fuel station means all these trains back here are going to be cut off. That's bad. There's a couple sitting here. And I think there are a couple boats coming in pretty soon, and that will be great. But yes, fuel station right here is where I want it. Is it the best place ever? No, probably not, because the train that comes from this side may block this junction, but that junction is not the highest priority to me. So this should be fine. I would like to build this in a way that I have power. I don't want to have to add another piece of power to this. I really feel like it should just fit in here. Everything, which part is not green? Really curious. No part of this building is on the water? What? You're not on the water. What are you talking about? Where is this? This is zero. This is all zero. Like, you want to be that high? Sure, you can be that high. That is ridiculous. It's being on the water. No, it's not. It is not on the water at all, but I don't care. We can make this a little flatter and then it should just work. No problem at all. See? There. Everyone's happy. I would still like you to have power. You're gonna make this a little more ugly than you have to be, but that is fine. We're just gonna connect them on both sides. You need this connection because I will show you why. And yes, we are a little further away from our from our rail lines that we were before, so we just need a little bit extra space. I don't know exactly how much space I want to use there, but just enough to do this. I need this to be not completely ugly, make a nice little swan neck. That's fine, and then this one also swan neck. If I would have planned this before, I could have probably put the power lines in a way that are not interfering with all of this, but we didn't get there. The last thing that I have to do is remove these signals so that my rail construction crane can actually roll in here and then roll back onto this piece of track. So all of this is constructible from that one construction office that we have. Beautiful. Everything get assigned. Number 2, let's see here. Number 2 is this one. You can go. And yes, we're running on slow because I have a lot of stuff going on today, and I want to make sure that I don't make too many mistakes. Assign you and you. We have the big rail construction crane, the EDK 300. It should chew through this in no time. Let's get it started. Cool. And that's the first thing. The second thing is I don't have as many people as I think I should have. So let's investigate. A lot of empty buildings. This one is one of the only ones that has everything. And it really doesn't look bad. If we look in general, yeah, we have some food, some meat, some hospitals, some clothes, but we effectively have 600 people sitting here. 600 people, I'm not worried about a small percentage of people. What is 6 people of 600? That's 1% of people in this building have a problem. That's fine. It would be great if they don't have a problem, but that's fine. I can deal with that. What I can't deal with is if I look at this building, out of 250, 51 don't have a hospital, 22 have a culture problem, 14 pub tavern, I don't care about this. But the hospital one, that's a little concerning. If we look at this one, 146 out of 600 have hospital problems. They're the furthest away. There's no direct footpath to the hospital. Okay. And then 36 have meat problems. That's about 5%. That's not great. The church and stuff, I don't care about. The 19 people without work due to sickness is because they can't get into a hospital. That makes some sense, and that's fine. But yeah, there are a couple numbers in here. 51 can't get food. That is almost 10%. That is a number I care about very much. So we have to fix that. What is the potential problem here? Well, honestly, it's hard to say, but it kind of isn't. Here's the thing, and it's quite annoying. You can see it right here. I'm going to pause the timer, okay, so you can see it. Wait on platform. It has this person, Gorokin Rustem Semyonovich. Maybe I said that close. I felt pretty good about that. Waiting on platform, 9 more minutes available, but you've already been waiting on the platform for over 5 hours. So if I let this run, 1 minute here is several minutes there. And this is a common theme that I see across different passengers, that the time for waiting on the platform just runs so much slower than free time. So a lot of free time is wasted by the time they get to the platform and they can't actually do something. What can we do to help this? And is that a problem that's mostly related to, oh no, they must have slowed this down a lot. I don't like it. The game has always had different time scales for different things in game. In this case, for a passenger waiting on this train platform, how much time is spent? And that's the answer, right? I don't know. I wish this time would run a little faster, or there was a way for me to improve that. And if any of you can tell me what that way is, that would be great. In the long run, the answer to this is run metros. Once you have metros, they show up let's say every hour of free time. We don't have this issue. They will just move and they will just get off at the next station and they can probably get what they want. But we are not there yet. Okay, this person's also waiting for a doctor. How would it have going on over here? 91 people haven't been to a hospital, and there's a helicopter that every once in a while can pick up one sick patient. It's only ever going to get one person. And that's on purpose. And here's the thing. Here's a thing that I already know. This hospital has all vehicles. How many are currently parked at the hospital? None. That means they're all utilized. You want at least one vehicle parked at the hospital at all times. Otherwise, the vehicles are overloaded. That does not mean people cannot make it to the hospital. But right now, we don't have a good way for people to get to this station, which is the main, or this station, for that matter, because we don't have trams yet. So this hospital is completely underutilized and the transportation is completely overutilized. Both are not great things. So I have to probably, for right now, find a different place for hospitals to go to, which I feel like this is not bad. It's next to another tram station. That's good. It's next to this bus station, which is good. It's next to this bus station, which is good. It's potentially in walking range of this shopping center, which is also good. It's not the main thing that I will look for here, but it's an option. So we're just going to throw that in there. Let's run forward just a little bit. Yes, I have a lot of stuff to do today. Make sure you don't click fire station when you mean to click hospital. Happens to me more times than I care to acknowledge. Okay. We can put this right next to the water tower. You have water, you have sewage, you have power, you have heat, you have everything that I care about. Assign this to this guy, and this one will not have helicopters. I don't want to rely on helicopters, and as you can see, a helicopter is good for a few patients, but not in general for a whole transportation system. So that should be fine, and these can go through here. And these people are just not happy, but I'm gonna attribute that a little bit to our general non-existent public transport that we have right now, because these metros can do a lot of damage. Talking of metros, here's what happened the last time I recorded this episode, and it's a problem. It's a problem that's right here in this junction, and I wouldn't be surprised if this gets fixed eventually, but right now it's not fixed. What is the problem? I don't understand it. How did they get to this point? There's nobody going through. As you can see, this causes junction problems. I'm sure that one is similar to this one eventually, or which one is it? This one is the bottleneck right now because when I have the metro set up, I'm not planning on having anyone run through here right now, but eventually I might want to do that. I'm not sure if that's worth it because we have that one drop-off point over here, which we will get to. I will set up the metro, but for right now, this is a deadly weapon in this republic. It will just kill this city, and we can't have that. So what I'm going to do is get rid of as much of this as possible and try to tunnel this. Now, obviously, we have a lot of power lines running here, which is very unfortunate, but I'm gonna do my best to actually work around that. Why am I trying to put a regular track on here? That's not gonna work at all. Yes, I would like to get a little closer. As close as I can to this node. Okay, and then make it relatively sharp. That is fine. It's sharper than I want. I'm gonna guess that I can't put a tunnel in there, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Can you get down? Can you get down? Down. No. Ooh. I did not expect the game to let me do this, but it's letting me do this. So I'm not gonna fight it too hard. I want this just to go back a little bit. Why? Simply because it was snapping to this guy and I don't need it to curve. All I need this to do is to come out right at the top of this. Okay, some of our infrastructure is in the way, so we have to go down just a little longer. I'm actually going to leave snapping on because it starts curving because of the snapping, and that's a good thing. And then I need you to come up. Cool. This is not what I had planned, but this will work. We could say the same would work for this junction right here. Let's see. We have a train coming in this way. So technically, if I can build this out to come all the way out here, I would also reduce this bottleneck if I want to have a city-only metro running at any point. That is a very good point. I have not considered that before, so we're going to get rid of a little bit of tunneling here. Then we're going to get rid of a little bit more of track right here. Give me some track on the outside. And yes, this is not... I felt like before this triangle junction was relatively pretty. Obviously, that's no longer the case, but we have to make this work. Otherwise, the metro is just not going to work, and that's not really an option right now. Yes, you want to go there, that's fine, and I expect that you can just fit on there like this. You are just a little too ugly. You're just a little too ugly right there, so that's not gonna fly. Let's try to make this a little better. How about we do the tunnel exit before we do this guy? Maybe that will give us a little better option. U, E, wherever the tunnel can come out. Okay, let's make you a little longer. Up, tunnel connection right here. Feels like a little sharp of an incline there, but you know what? I'm gonna allow it. And then this is just our turn. So now this one, obviously there's no more intersection that could ever have an effect on any of this, which is awesome. This one is the next one that we need to work do something with. We don't have a lot of real estate here. Honestly, I do think I can put the rail junction right here. No, crossing not allowed right out of a tunnel, but right there I can use it. Probably the same space that I just had already. F3 again. This one's a relatively straight path. Make you come down. Okay, you are going down. That's nice. And that, I will just allow that. I don't think that is clipping anything, which is good. So now, there's no reason why I need this this junction right here, so I can take that one out. Again, it should no longer interfere with everything. Take this one back a little bit. It's not as pretty as it was before. Arguable. I understand that it's not. That could be prettier. And now I would like to E, get the tunnel out and get this connection in. Do I care that there's a little kink in that? There is no kink in that connection. The only kink is we could go back a little further on this track, which at this point I don't have a problem doing. So let's do just that. I'm going to be completely honest. I was surprised to see that problem that you saw in that little clip that I showed, because it's not something. I expected Metro to just work without signals, without any issues just in general, but that's not the case. So here we are. There's another tunnel, and oh yeah, this was lucky. That tunnel is not connected. So now we effectively have a Metro flying junction here that should enable us to do everything that we need to do ever. And I have a lot of these guys sitting here that currently do not have any any workers coming in, because the other part of the rail that we're working on. I will not put a Metro in here right now because I would like these guys to get to work sooner. There are a couple people there right now, which is very good. Let's see. Let's just make sure that we assign them to what we want. I would like you to work on that, someone work on this, and someone work on this, and someone work on this. At least this is a tunnel already, so our tunnel borer can do something. But now we have 4 pieces assigned. We have four tunnel boring machines, or four vehicles here, so that should work relatively quickly. And that's fine. Cool. Yeah, once that is done, we can actually turn the Metro on, and that will be exciting and all that stuff. Cool, the first crane is already here. You should be able to complete this section without problems in just a second. Let's see if that's true. Speed this up a little bit. Yep, you can just go home. That will speed up the rest of the business just a little bit more. Obviously, this one is already in a place where you can assign it to another construction, so we should do that ASAP. Can I see that this one is in range? It doesn't tell me right away, which is kind of annoying, but I'll get over it. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? But yeah, this is fine. A couple other things that always happen. I have to check these wagons like that. There's stuff in here that should not be there. This stuff, the food, I would like it to go just out to the places that actually need it. But for some reason, the game doesn't want to do that. It always leaves food in here that was probably supposed to be exported or something, and then comes back from the export, and then it doesn't go to this warehouse. Plus addition, it doesn't pick up crops because it doesn't have enough wagons to go out. It's sad, but it's a side effect of sometimes going a little faster than you want to go, which is okay. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It's just fine. Should I, for the time being, give one of these guys a reassignment where instead of going to this platform, you go back to your old alma mater? Matter, fliegen hier, yeah. Like that, delete, stop, go to that one. And now we at least get a couple workers out here, because this empties out really fast. And something that I, don't like is, and I put a Steam post on there about this, that the cranes actually leave the construction sites if they haven't been workers for a certain period of time, which is so annoying. It should, I get it. They're trying to do some optimization, but the biggest problem we have, if it's going to start raining, I have to turn this off because FPS is gonna go away. No, it's just night. Good. Yeah, you wanna go out there. That's fine. Yeah, it's just a problem because the trains take so long to drive anywhere outside that it's just a pain. You are full. Oh, there's a ship coming back. That's good. That's what I wanted to see. Cool. So that's all working. Let's see. Well, we have night mode, and we're going to speed this up through night just a little bit. If there are any obvious power fluctuations anywhere in the Republic, because this is the best time to see that. Nothing that I can see is flickering, which is great. And I think we get a confirmation of that here. We're not using that much power, especially right now. I don't know if ever is the right word, but right now we're not using a lot of power, which is very, very good. You are really close. You're so close to being done. The last steel comes in, and we just need, just a couple more work days, and then we can assign this to our distribution offices and get things moving again. Luckily, the way everything is currently set up, there we go. The way everything is currently set up, the trains that are going out there are not really blocking anything necessary and required, which is awesome. The crane should be able to complete this in just a second, and then we should be good to roll on that end. This one, you're so close. You're so close to done. I'm so proud of you. Cool. So all of that is good. Train is waiting too long. That is up here. I do every once in a while on this train is without fuel. That's a problem, but I will show you a trick on how to fix that. There's a problem coming down the road. And I don't fully understand why. But for some reason, this harbor, not the harbor, it's not a harbor problem, but ships will actually get stuck on each other because of how this is all set up. So what I need to do is hopefully extending this harbor starting area helps. But yeah, effectively this happens. Every once in a while, a ship just gets stuck entirely, and that blocks everyone else from doing anything useful for so long that all the other ships get stuck too, and then nothing moves anymore. The only way to fix that is you have to sell the ship. I tried so many times to fix it by just saying, go to the depot. That doesn't fix it. So what we're going to try to do is just lower this. But as you can see, that has taken a lot longer than I wanted to take. Does it even? How high are you? That's completely unnecessary high. But yes, it's just a necessary evil. It's fine if this fixes it. I'm giving all the ships a lot more maneuverable space. Hopefully they use it, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen, and I don't want to spend that much time on terraforming this. I will do this eventually again, but not right now. Cool. So that is fine. I would like to prepare for what happens when this stuff is actually done. Do you actually have some workers coming in? Very nice, very nice, very good. That's what we want to see. We want to get some workers there. We have some of these. Oh, and it looks like our rail already completed. At least the one way is complete. We just need the other way to be completed. And I'm assuming you are currently on your way home. Let's send you home so you can get out faster. And now you're just going to complete the last piece of track. And then everything is perfect again, which is nice. So train currently parked here. Nope. I expected there to be one parked there, but there isn't. But let's think ahead. What do we want to do? To test out if the public transport actually functions in a reasonable manner, we actually have to use public transport for more than just city transport, which city transport is nice, but we need more stuff. So I think this is a very obvious rural development. Should we call it that? No, it's a terrible name, but it's fine. I think that's a pretty obvious spot. This one will just be industrial. I think I'm fine with that. And then we have a lot more space up here that we can use that can also have some rural development if we care about it. Currently, no workers are where I want them to be, but that's fine. But yes, this is my starting point. This is where I want to go. There are, as usual, several other problems that we have to fix. One, I don't want a metric ton of people to be out here. I don't think that's the goal of this. I know that if we have too many people here, it's just not going to work. We're not going to be able to keep them happy because there's not going to be enough space on the metro. What I want here is a few hundred. I don't need a ton. A few hundred means residential area wise, we're only going to put down small buildings. And I think I'm picking this one, this 12 worker building, and this brick building for 32 people. So all we're going to do, I don't want to do more than that. And if we look at the heat water tank, this is about 2 cubic meters. This is about less than 1. We can fit a lot in the area, and that is great. Where's my train? Make my train come out here. Then we'll turn the light back on. So we don't need a lot of heat, which is great because if we look at our heating plants, they're already connected with 3 large underground heating pipes. Each heating pipe can carry 300 cubic meters. As you can see when you just go over here and click on this guy, flow 300 cubic meters. So we only have 150 cubic meters left per heating plant here, nothing more. So we can really only connect 1 extra heating pipe to each of these. We could do 1 extra large heating pipe, but only use half the capacity, which may be confusing at some point. So I don't want to do that, and I don't want the game to optimize the heat flow for me. So what we're going to do is simply connect a small heat exchanger somewhere over here. And I think I like this general area. You don't need a fancy asphalt road connection, but this area should be enough to cover all of this because the heat exchangers have a really, really wide range. Where is this train? We're going to get that train in. Oh, something I want to point out. I wasn't aware of this. This star on this, what are you? Palace of Communism is actually lit up at night. That's so cool. Also, the water towers have lights that are blinking. And the blinking is independent of other water towers. Isn't that awesome? There's so much cool night stuff. There's a little blinky light on top of this tower. I like it. Just wanted to show you that. We will go away. There's a train just waiting on us here. Turn back around. Where are you going? Come back here. And look at this tram line. Nice lit up. I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing I'm a little bit missing is these guys can probably be lit up. I guess it's fine that they aren't. A small thing that we're not getting right away, but we will be fine. There's the crane coming in. Okay, there it is. Cool. The other problem is, honestly, once it starts raining, the FPS just goes away because of 2K recording and all that stuff. It just doesn't work. Wonderful. Let's build a small little town around this metro station. I am planning on giving people that live here car access. Not everyone, but some car access so they can go somewhere. So for them, I think this is a really good place for cars because they will be in range of the new hospital. They will be in range of the fire stations that want to work there. They're more importantly in range of the shopping center. And the shopping center itself is in range of a bunch of stuff. So people with cars will be able to do a bunch of things, which is important. So we may as well get that one going. And we're just going to put 2 large ones, 60 cars. Gives us a pretty good guesstimate on how many vehicles we're actually going to have in the new city. 60 is not a lot. And there's a good chance we're going to use more than just that little outpost that I'm building right now to have cars, but this is a pretty good start. And I don't need everyone to get access via cars all the time. What I can tell you is this spot right here is almost 2 kilometers away from this spot over here. So that's important to know because 2 kilometers, I think actually they upgraded that to 2.5 kilometers. It's not very far. There's not a lot going on. I'm making sure that we have power here, and we do. That train is almost done, which means I can put the signals back in there in just a second. Rural community-wise, I would like to stay relatively lightweight. That means, how about we use some... let's use the lines. Use the lines, Luke, as one of the intros always talks about. There's an intro screen that tells you a couple tips, and sometimes you should listen to that. Have one of these here, and then have a little feature in the middle, maybe. Something like the small fountain. Do you fit? Nope. No, you don't. Just a little bit. Okay, oval about it is. Let's build the fountain first. No, I'm not going to use a modded one right now. I think I'm okay. Moving that a little further out of the way. And then I need a piece of road that's about as wide as the fountain. Drive you around here. We'll make it oval enough that it's pretty obvious that that's what we're trying to do. And then we have a simple little exit road. I haven't fully decided if I want to make this is not centered anymore. If I want to make this asphalt or gravel or just leave it as dirt, because I don't hate the idea of leaving it dirt. It feels, I don't want to say more natural, but it doesn't feel wrong to make a dirt road. So maybe we'll just keep that. Cool, there's an oval about that we have to connect some roads to. I think what I want to do is keep the ritzy buildings, which is just the building which has smaller inhabitants, just one large family potentially, right here. As long as everything is connected to the heat source, I don't see a huge problem for us in the near future. I'm realizing I'm a little closer to that round oval about that I want it to be, because, and here's the thing, I would like each and every of these fancy buildings to have access to a parking lot. I don't know exactly. A couple options for the parking lots. I think I'm going to go with the dirt parking lots. Not because I want to be cheap, but I don't hate the idea of having just dirt out here for this settlement. Because they decided to live really far away from the main cities, so they don't get all the amenities that the city has, which some of the amenities are simply better roads. So I kind of like the idea. Yeah, let's build them around like this. We can give this one a longer driveway. That could be a feature too. Don't hate that. And then give me another small residence right here. You're a little close to that one. You're just a little closer than what I want to that one, but that's fine. That's fine. They can survive. Can we get one footpath in here so we can actually build this guy? Yes, we can. We can put a bunch of footpaths in there. So that one is fine. Let's put one just opposite of you. That looks good. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Let's get me some parking lots. And I'm just going to use the free one. How many do you... Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to use the free one. It would be cool if it tells you right here how many you can have of these. And not just later, but that's fine. We can just use the one with asphalt. Put one here, put one here, put one... Actually, it would be cool if I can put a bigger one there. You have 16... You're not one way, but you're too big. You're too big. You're just too big. So we're just going to stay with this size. Yes. Come on. There you go. Put one here. I do like that they're kind of aligned with one of the driveways, at least. That's helpful. If I can put one here, that would be swell. Yes, I can. Awesome. So these are all taken care of. They all have some vehicles. Each of these holds, what, 6 cars. So one parking lot serves half of the population of the building. So not a lot, which is important. So this should be a good mix of cars and people that actually need public transport, which is exactly what I want. Let's get that one assigned. How are we doing over here? You're all doing something. How are we doing over here? I would like the original train, and you're the one that I want. Where is the other train? You're the other train. I want you to go back to the city because we have a lot more unemployed workers there. Let's see what happens there. You guys, are you blocking each other yet? Probably. Also, I don't know why this is happening. It should not happen. There's also a lot of them coming back, and I think there are a couple Western ones coming back too that also have that issue. Oh, I should probably show you how to fix this. So this guy thinks it doesn't have fuel and can't reach the next fuel station, which is accurate. It's too far away, and actually, are you going to do it now? Are you going to figure it out if I speed you up? Oh, the new fuel station that we built is apparently close enough. The other way to fix that or to address that is to simply send it to the depot, because then it doesn't ask how far it has to go. We'll just go to the depot, and before it gets to the depot, when it's close enough to a fuel station, you can just tell it, "Oh, don't go to the depot anymore. We figured it out," and then it's happy. Anyways, heat. Let's do the heat really quick, because this is one of the ones that takes really long to actually do. As always, underground pipes, because anything besides underground pipes just wastes your heat, which is not good. We have about 1 kilometer available of heat pipe underground stuff, length, lots of words, that we're going to use. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put you here. I don't need asphalt road. Gravel road is more than sufficient for this space. So that's what we're going to stick with. Let's get underground again, make sure you're connected, and there you go. And then I just need one more, and you have to go out to the heating plant. That looks wonderful. Make sure everything is kind of assigned to someone. Construction Office 1 can come out here and do something as well, because why not? And expect a lot of traffic going into these buildings. It's kind of fun to watch. It's not gonna lie. But that is good. What I don't know with public transport is if there's anything I absolutely have to supply, and if I have to put a little food and meat store in here, just this little grocery store, just as food and meat, I'm happy to do that. That is totally fine by me. I just don't know if that is necessary yet. So that's what we're trying out. But yeah, there's the first population. I'm not even going to count how many people we have there because that doesn't matter. What I do have to do is fix this signaling. So there's a signal there. I would like a signal right after the gas station because I'm hoping once I pass that signal, the next one can go and get some fuel. And then this one is a relatively short block, which is a little dangerous, but we'll survive. And then we'll just put a nice little chain signal right here. And we're back to normal. That's great. You have fuel, so you shouldn't have problems. We're gonna check on how's it going up here. You're all building, but you're not as far as I want you to be. And you know what? That's fine. The other thing that I'm pretty certain about is the 9 vehicles that are currently parked here, once this one's done 10, are not going to cut it. That may be enough for one line. I need more. I need a lot more vehicles than that to run the metro here, just because the driving distance is so large. But that's okay. That is not necessarily a problem. This number actually has increased, which is nice. We still have the hospital problem, which we should be solving right now. Too many people in here, and I need some vehicles. Dollar, of course. There's only one vehicle available. We're getting very close to having all vehicles unlocked again, which is cool. It's just not a high priority thing for me, so that's fine. Let's assign that to the fuel station. And we should be in a pretty good spot. University, I really don't feel like we need this many workers here at this point, but on the other hand, we have so many workers usually parking here that I don't think it's a real problem either. So that's fine. Yes, there's a lot of traffic backed up because we have so many trains that were parked there. That's fine. And this is the thing that I was talking about earlier. This guy is currently blocking everyone else. Can I send you home? Yes. Maybe. I can still send you home. Let's see. Speed you up a little bit. Still moving. Still moving. Barely avoided a catastrophe, which is fine. But I'm still going to take out this, and hopefully I can put some buoys down that tells them where to go. But the terraforming just takes too long right now, so we're not going to do that. Anyways, we started on this. I have more room because this heat exchanger still has more spaces to go. So let's use the other, the 32 worker brick building. Yes, we're gonna put it really close to the metro because people that live here, some of them are rail fans, big rail watchers. So let them get their fill of rail. How do I want to place this? I don't have a real answer, and we're just gonna have one large parking lot in the middle, I think, that can serve all of these guys, and then they should be happy. Obviously, they shouldn't have a lot of expectations about anything. They should be happy of even being part of this republic, I guess. So, yeah, I don't know. As long as we're in range of the heat, we will place more buildings, but obviously, as you can see, we don't have heat all the way. So, how about this? Half moon shape there. Kind of half mooning this way. That's fine. And now we can just run some road and into a couple different places. Yes, that is fine. Here we can run a road in there. That's good. Get all of these some connection. If you can, try to make them use just one junction. That's actually working out really well. There's some nice space right here that we can use for something. I don't know what yet. Then that half moon shape is too much. That is not good enough. I much rather have, in this case, I think, something like this. Close. More like that. That looks good. And then get all of these connected to you. Very cool. This one can be an end station. We're not doing anything there yet. And yes, that is exactly the loop that I wanted out of this. Silly game. Let's take you back just a little bit. Give you a nice little end loop. And then, yes, we're getting some gravel road in there and some non-gravel road. I think that is quite okay. Can we get a monument somewhere in here that makes enough sense? This guy feels very adequate. We can also put it, oh yes, put it right at the end here. so everyone can see it, and you can even see it when you run the metro. I think that's a lot better because that opens up some space over here. We can put another of these small fountains here. The thing with the small fountain is there's no path through it. This one actually has a path through it, which we're going to use. I just like that people can actually walk through the fountain and use it as a normal footpath, because there you go, now we're connected. That's good. I don't think the guys that are way back here are going to have a chance to walk to the station. There you go, that's a walking path. About 239 meters, which is a lot longer than I expected, but we should be able to adjust that. So if I get you here, there's a footpath. Can I run behind? Yes, I can. Probably just to here. Get you two connected in there. Very nice. Get you two probably connected through here. We need an extravagant, and there we go, we're already done. We need an extravagant way of connecting all the things. Now, are we connected to all the buildings? Yes, we are, which is all I wanted. So that looks good. There's a little bit of empty space right here, which we can fill up with some fancy poplar trees. This is poplar, this is the poplar district, I don't know. Put those there, and then plant some poplar trees just spread in right here. That looks pretty nice. And now we have a nice little suburb. That's the name I was looking for earlier, not rural something. It's a suburb. A couple buildings plopped in right there. We can look at our other options for buildings, but I'm not sure that there are any. I guess these could maybe work, and if we put them right here, then they look like something that was potentially even planned to be a part of this area. So I kind of like that. Can we force this one to go there? No, we can't. No, we can't. There you go. That's connected. I know the heat is in range, so that looks fine. Let's get the road actually assigned. Let's get all the buildings assigned. Let's get construction office 1 on the job as well. This looks fine. This little piece over here is assigned to someone, but not everyone that I want yet. Cool. That looks good. You guys are really not moving as fast as I need you to move, but that's fine. I am not min-maxing the workers yet because the city is not full. The city as it exists right now can easily handle 16,000 people, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm not going to start inviting them because I know I'm still going to lose some people. I just want to have the attrition a little slower than what it needs to be. So the way we are right now is probably for the best. These guys are not moving as fast as I want them to, but again, because I don't have the metros that I need, it's not really a problem. I also realized the metros that I have here are not as large as I wanted them to be. These are only 450 passenger metros, and you can get 600, 650 on the ruble side, but they're not worth as much. So it's not really worth that trade-off at this point, but that's okay. Continue. I don't think I'm completely done here yet. I still need some parking lots, so that's the first thing. And I think having a couple, what's the medium? I didn't look at the actual size. 18 cars for 32 people. That's not bad. We can put one here that serves this whole area. That's fine. And then potentially one here. No, that's just... it's too far out there. I don't like where that is. We have the small parking lot, but I don't want one-way parking lots at all. So putting one here feels okay, and putting one here if we can convince them, that's fine. Now everyone is kind of ready to go. I'm okay with that. Look at all that traffic. Isn't that wonderful? Cool. What do we still need for this part of the city? Well, we need electric substation. I'm not doing full map. I'm not doing all the map in this case on what's going on here. I'm just doing enough. We're in range for sure. And I'm pretty sure all of these buildings are not going to use as much power as they can. So I think one substation will be more than sufficient for this part of the city. Actually looks pretty nice already. Just put a couple trees in, have a bunch of vehicles driving around. I'm sure I can pull the forest down from the mountainside here, and then everything is better. That's cool. So, substation is in. Where do we connect you? We have a connection right there. We have one here. This one is supposed to be reserved for the city, but this is part of the city. So I suppose we could... I need to run on this side anyways, but... I don't hate this. I don't hate this. If we go... Just follow the road. Don't like that sometimes it just puts these guys really close together. That's not ideal. But that's fine. We'll follow the road. And then follow the road just a little more until we connect to there. Oh, come on. I guess we just have to come from the other side. That is adequate. I don't want to use up pylons or connections on that side, so we're just going to come from here, put one on there, put one on here, and then you connect there, and now we are in pretty good shape, I think. Maybe it looks fine. Get you assigned. Cool. What else do we need? We need water. A small water tower for this city feels more than sufficient. If we flip you around, that connection should be really nice. The water tower feels like it should just be at the beginning of the city. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I guess we can put them over here. Rotate you. Yes. At the beginning of the city, because this tower is not... doesn't have to do anything fancy. It just has to be connected. So that's fine. I only mess with large water pipes, even though we probably don't need it here. It just makes my life a lot easier. Yeah, read that as in less thinking. 1,000 meters, 1 meter deep, but relatively straight, and you're not above the ground besides right here, so we can fix that. F3, give me the water pipe, make this connection disappear, have you go 1, 2, a little lower, F3, that looks fine, and then run you over here, F3, that still looks fine, we can build that. Get that assigned as well. That seems good. There's a fire. Someone coming? Yep, 2 trucks, and there should be more than sufficient personnel in the fire station. So that's all working just fine. These guys are not moving as fast as I want them to move, but they never do. It's government work, after all. I told them what to do, so it's government work. Great. So we have water coming in through there. Should I worry about a switch here? Yes, I'm going to worry about a switch. I don't know that I'm going to need it. But if I need it, I'm going to be sad if I didn't put one in here. So that's what we're just going to assume. Should I put you closer into where our stuff is actually happening? I don't see a good reason why not. Let's put you here. I just need a simple dirt path connection because I think that fits into the theme here a little better. Then get me my water connection, which is this one again. Large pipe, yes, run all the way around here, and there you go. You're almost running underneath the ground. There's another piece over here that doesn't want to play ball. Okay, make this happen. Make you go 1 down, 6 meters down should be sufficient. There we go, that looks better. I don't want to see it. It's that simple. And then a water substation for this whole area. I just need to make sure that I cover everyone. And putting you right next to the fountain does not feel like a technically bad spot. So I like that. I just don't see where your connection is. Your connection is right there. I could get you in here. That'd be super. I don't think I'm going to give you that footpath connection, but right here is really good. Give me a footpath. Give me this F3. Yep, I'm happy with that. And then we just connect the water. I'm gonna regret this. I don't think so. Yes, I will. I'm sure that if there's a way to regret that, I will by not putting the right pipe in. So put that pipe in there. Keep everyone happy. Make sure this is assigned again for someone that cares. There you go. And that's water done. Now we need sewage. Sewage is easy because we have this big body of water right next to us. We don't have to use all of it, but some of it. And I guess that one feels a little out there, so we're not going to go that route right now. So give me a sewage tank that, again, covers everything. You cover everything, literally. Very good. Put it right there, because this is the direction that I want you to point at. I need one of these sewage discharge stations as usual, and it's probably going to give me a lot of grief to place you. You're not. All right. Way to prove me wrong. Good job. And then we're just going to have a nice little walkway by the water. If anyone wants to walk down here, be my guest. It's just maybe a little smelly at the end, which is not the first time I would have seen one of those places. So, realistic, right? That's what we're going for here. No, it's not. Get you there, and then just connect you to a footpath that we already have. That's good enough. Now, give me a sewage switch that actually connects to that. I am so certain. Which side are you on? You are behind. Okay. I am so certain that we're probably never going to have the amount of water or sewage coming through this. What are you? No, it's fine. So certain that we're probably never going to have the amount of sewage going through this pipe that I'm just going to have a switch here that connects to everything, like so. Wow. Wow, game, you're figuring out the best way to do this. There you go. Make it semi-round. I like it. Then I'm just going to have a switch there with one large pipe and have a simple pipe connected here. The large pipe is completely overkill, but it's going to make me happy. So that's good. Get that also assigned. As you can see, there's a lot of little stuff that needs to be built by everyone. All of these things for it all to make sense, but I think we're getting there. And the result is quite pleasing. Quite pleasing, if you ask me. Having another parking lot there may be cool, but maybe the asymmetry is fine. It's going to piss someone off and it's going to make someone happy, so that's fine. Let's get a couple vehicles in here. Just red ones, just because why not? It seems like the right one for now. And then we can keep going. What else do we need to do today? Honestly, I just want the metro to be done. Once the metro is done, we can do a lot more other things, but the metro is currently nowhere near done. There's a fuel station on the way out for them. Good. Metro station is nowhere near done, so... not the metro station. So I may just have to wait until winter is done, which we're getting close to winter. That's nice. Just not close enough for my taste. Can't even assign you yet. That's lame. So what are we going to do now? Well, glad you're back. Not much has happened besides we finished the thing that I said I wanted to finish, and we have this little train. No, not that one. We have this little train now going and picking up our stuff. There's one thing that I did that's a little semi-clever, maybe. I did not signal up this little piece here. There's a purple piece that goes from the rail production line all the way up to up here. And honestly, hold on. Gotta fix one thing. Yep, this one. You won't. There's no crossover. Yes, this one has to go both ways. I found that if I don't have this signaled like that, that this train will just try to take a really long way back, and I wanted to avoid that. So there's now a long piece of unsignaled rail that's really just used for this train to go bring as many of these metros back home as possible without having to take a really long route. Which means this train will never go anywhere where there's a fuel station, but honestly, I don't care. We currently have 8.7 million rubles sitting that are going to get added to our metro network, and once the metro network is truly full, we are ready to go. I have a couple things planned that I'm hoping will help me. First, I will put one line on each of these end stations. It's more for me to understand what they are than anything else, but one is going to be called red. It's going to go right. Just go with it. One is going to be blue, the blue line. Like a lot of cities in the US have colors as line names, which cool. That's fine. And then, yeah, that's all that is. And then this one's going to be blue and this one's going to be red because that's what I just said. I wanted to use A and B or L and R, but you cannot do single single letter line names, so this is what we're going to do. And that's fine. And we have the first. Are you really not unpacking the trains? Are you kidding me? There you go. I was a little worried there. You honestly do the same thing, but take your time because now we're going to set up some lines. The lines will be relatively simple. And we're just going to do it like this. This will be line R. So red is your end station, even though it's at the start. And you're just going to go right at this fork. So you go right, then you go right, and right, and right. There's nothing complicated going on here. I just want the trains to do as efficient as a job as possible, which I don't know that they are. I just want them to hit every single spot that we care about. The last one will be this one. And then you can go to the end station, which is at the front. Maybe I should put the end station at the end, but I'm not. So we'll see what happens. That train is leaving. Cool. Next one is this guy. We're gonna rename this to red. Easy enough. Cool. 9 stations. There you go. This is the other one. You will go from the blue line, BL for left. I'm just making that up. There's an L in the name. That's really all. I'm pretending. You go there, 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 and then yeah. Is this gonna work? I have a feeling it is, but I have a feeling also it's not just gonna work. It doesn't. I won't just be able to turn it on and it's gonna be perfect. I will have to play with it, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. This is going to be the blue line. At some point, if I have money and if I really care, I may change the. Yes, I may. Seeing a lot of flexing here on the frames per second. At some point, if I care, I may get some rail stock that matches the color of the line that they're on, but not today. So let's do 1, 2, 3, just for this one because I'm lazy right now. It doesn't matter which one they go on. They have to bed in. Every time I add new locomotives, they will mess with what the end station will do and so on. So the first couple times really doesn't matter. Hey, there's a new one coming in. Cool. So you are here. You are now unloading, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is just to keep them even right now. I guess we have 5 now per line, which is wonderful. You started. We're going to get them all on the line. They're all moving, and that's wonderful. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. And there's our shot of. I would like to have one come out of this end station too, if at all possible. Maybe the other one will do it. One of you. Maybe there's nobody in the end station right now. There's nobody in the end station right now. Vehicle inside building. No, there are 3 here. Make him come out. Make him come out at the same time. That would be so cool. My train. You remember earlier I said there was a train that doesn't have a fuel station in range. It's currently saying there's no fuel station in range. So now we're going to do that trick that I talked about earlier. There's a new end station here. I just put that there because it made my life a lot easier. And you can just go out and don't bother me, effectively. There's 2 more sitting here. That's nice. We're going to pick them up in just a sec. But yeah, the metros are moving, but they're not going to work. There's one coming out. Can you just come out? I did hear. Oh, there was just one released. Oh well. I did hear the end station causes some issues for normal trains every once in a while. I hope we don't see those problems. But here we are. Now, what do we see? We see that there are not a lot of people waiting at these platforms, and there's a decent number. It's not overwhelming, but there's a decent number waiting at the platform here. What I think I want to do is use the central location. Normally I use the central location to fan out people that need to go to certain places of interest, like a shopping center or a culture center, like a cinema, or like just jobs, just places in general to go to. I don't like that. I will force all passengers to go to the metros around, okay? So, well, should I? No. I don't want students to go here because students can definitely go to the metro. Then every metro itself is in range of the buildings, so I can tell all the passengers to go use the metro. For workers, it's a little different because workers we may want to utilize in other places, so I can't just turn them off here, but what I can do is tell them after they stand here and don't get to work, I don't need them to go to work right away. I want them to go out to the metro stations, just split them up as a quarter each, and then either they can go somewhere from the metro stations if they need to, or they get picked up by the metros, which we should see on this one potentially on this next platform already. There's a lot of bouncing going on. I do want to get a shot of some metros here actually doing some stuff, because it's important. That's really what this whole thing is about. Are you gonna get some workers? No, not yet. But I think in a couple days of game time, we're gonna see this starting to take a hold. Something that we're not doing right now, which is what I'm gonna do now, is fill up all these buildings that are still empty. Give me a couple minutes because that takes a while. Great, as you can see, they're all pretty much full. There was one thing that kind of stood out to me. I had a meat problem every once in a while, so what I'm gonna do is I already ordered a couple meat trucks here because I had a hunch, just had a little hunch. So I'm gonna send them to pick up some meat right from here, wait until loaded, and at least for the big stores, I will have them go there and just be my standard that they're always going to be there. So it doesn't mean that there's always going to be meat here. It just means that there's going to be meat longer than in other situations. So, and we have 2 parking spots, so may as well use them. So just sending 2 trucks out here to make sure that we always have meat for everyone that we have now, because we have a pretty big city. 17,000. Earlier we had 8,000 or 9,000. Now we have 17,000. So yeah, that city should be fine. And right now, I do expect that our metros start filling up a lot more, and the trains that we're running, bringing more and more people to the vehicle production line that we have up north. There we go, full of workers, perfect. And a couple students, and they're gonna go somewhere too. And this is what I want. The only thing that I now care about really is that we can get another train there, which this one goes the opposite way, but for passengers, that is fine. If we get trains relatively often, that should be okay. How's our frames per second? 30. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I know that 30 is not 60. Yes, I do know that. But I also know that as long as we're above 30 or around 30, it's still watchable. Maybe not perfectly watchable, but watchable. There you go. You kind of clip that, but I'm going to just leave that alone now. Yes, and those are built into the tunnel because that's how it works. It's fine. So you're going down here. The only thing I really care about on you is how many workers do you retain after you leave. And I like that there's so many metros currently running that this should actually be always full now. I expect this to never be empty. And if I have a lot of workers being left over here, yes, perfect. I think I feel very confident now that we can turn on this general shebang. I'm going to use all the construction offices so we can start producing some iron, because why not? We have the opportunity to do so, so we should. How's this going? We have a lot of trains parked here. I think the thing that I did last time with actually using workers to go up to the bauxite mines is actually having a huge effect. So I am considering 19 million. Gee, I can barely afford this. I cannot afford that one. 2 barges is what I use most of the time. 4 are fine, but these give me a better frequency. This aggregate, so give me 3 more, because that's what I can fit here, and they're not super expensive. I don't want trains to park here. That's not what I want. What I'm curious about right now is, do we have bauxite being stockpiled here? It is not stockpiled. It is getting there, but we're not full yet, which is actually really nice to see. So that excites me a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. How's it going over here? Still just 1 truck type of operation, so that's cool. We have a lot more uranium ore sitting there now, so we could have a few extra workers here every once in a while, but I don't think that's necessary right now. No, and this city is completely full. Let's turn that overview off. It's probably not helping my FPS, but what we really care about is that this number stays relatively healthy, this number stays relatively healthy, and the unemployment right now, you know, it's okay. having a child means I need more kindergartens in walking range for everyone, which I don't have. This is my kindergarten right now. I was pretty sure that one was going to be overfilled, but well, we can adjust that. There's a lot of room for more kindergartens, so we can just add those in as we know that become necessary. This one can handle 100 kids, and I think, what was this one? I don't remember, but I guess 200 kids. It's about double the size. It's not a bad size for what I want, but maybe I'll just stick to vanilla for the rest of this city, which means let's build some. Let's pop some in here. Sure, that works. We'll just need a few, and we're going to assign them as we go around. Assign them to work there, that is. Sure, there's a lot of population sitting right there. Right here feels like a pretty prudent place to throw one. And yes, I kind of just randomly place them. I don't think we have to think about them too hard or too long. They're just a necessity, so let's treat them as such. You can probably go here. Yeah, there's a footpath. There is a footpath right there. Oh. And yes, everything can just go do its thing and should make my life really, really easy. Cool, couple kindergartens taken care of. Now, will this one ever be below this percentage? I don't know. We already have 3 more. Once we have a 4th more, which should be very soon, I sent my train out again. Right now, I don't think that's necessary. But we also have these guys. Oh yeah, there's a lot of work happening in this general area. Oh, I don't have cableways yet. Okay, that's good to remember because that's always something I forget. Buy vehicles, you have to go out here. I haven't done that, and I don't like doing this because honestly I don't know how many I need, but that's okay. I need cableway. C as in cableway. Cable wagon, electric dump truck. What? Passenger cabins. Yes, 12 passengers is what I want. 16 is what I bought. These are dumpers. They're useless for me right now. Let's get me some open hulls, covered hulls. No. Is there anyone that can't carry you? Oh, there's some hopper cars still sitting here. That's nice. You can be carried by just about everything. Cool. This one's the one I was gonna buy. So let's buy some of those. Open hull, please, and thank you. There you go. Did anything break it? 73%. Everyone's still pretty happy. Give me 2 of you. And then when you are ready to... Wrong one. This is the right one. When you guys are ready, then I can send you and make you do stuff. I want you to go here. Don't wait until, well, get vehicle, but don't wait until anything. That's important. And bring everything you want out to either of these. I guess this one is closer, maybe? Go. Make sure that actually works. I don't see a reason why that wouldn't work, but just making sure you can also go. And yeah, are you full yet? 1, 2, 3? 3, that's all you get. All right, that's fine. It's a couple trips. Will be a little while, but well, that's why I'm doing it now. We got a couple extra boats probably coming in there. That's exciting. I did set this city to only allow fancy people, so only 50% or more loyalty, and I'm pretty okay with that. This one apparently was not built yet, so let's get that one built and that one built. That is nice. I don't know what I'm going to do there. Kind of like this. I kind of like how much is going on there. 2 workers are waiting. Very good. But yes, the metros are relatively full now. That is nice. Let's check something here. There's a person currently waiting for this much time. Are they going to get picked up before they go somewhere? Answer is yes. Very good. That's what I want to see. And no, I'm at this point, I'm not going to micromanage who goes what direction, because technically the metros are supposed to take you either direction. So that is fine. Let's look at the next one and see if you get picked up within the hour of waiting here. Luckily, the work shift is not affected by any of this, so that's nice. But yeah, hey, there's another metro already coming in. So to be fair, the next 2 metros that I put on each line may be the frequency that we need, as long as the metros generally don't leave too many people behind. It would be nice if there was a full count here, which I think there is. I think that's all of them. Yeah, now it may be just an issue of the metro capacity that we have or don't have, but that's something else that I have to address down the road. That's cool. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. These buildings are getting done. You are still not finished with my 4th. Once the 4th one's done, we're ready. Just not yet. So, yeah, that's what we have. I don't know that at this point we need to do anything else. I'm pretty sure these are the ones that are just bought. At this point, we don't have to do anything else. Everything seems to work fine. We have enough bauxite to make these guys all happy. We should have enough gravel for, well, I can probably buy another big ship. Actually, I would like to build a really, I would like to buy a huge ship to carry all the gravel here, just that we just move more at once, but we can't always do. I think it's funny. It almost feels like I didn't set up the line right. Girl! Oh. That's unfortunate. I'm not surprised. Someone probably told me that already and I just didn't see it. Okay. Now that makes more sense and we'll see how that goes. Is the other direction right? Is your drop-off point set up correctly? If we look at this, you are unloading, wait until unload it. Cool. Just making sure. Just want to see what's going on there. How are you guys doing? You don't have crops, which probably means not much because someone is moving around with the box cars that are sitting there usually, so that's good. And no crops on the farms. That's probably something we want to address relatively soon. There's bauxite sitting there. That's nice. We don't have heat here for for a soccer stadium. Yeah, I'm not planning on it. We now have a couple vehicles actually parked here, and the helicopters count as vehicles, just in case you're curious. You're not even full. That's good. We have, let's see here. What is our general vibe? Can't get meat, can't get food. That's our vibe. That's not a good vibe. Our food is pretty low. We only have 1 truck sitting here. That is not enough. I would like to have at least 2 more trucks to do some business. That should help. The other trucks are parked here, which is fine. How much meat do we have here? We have more than enough meat there. We have meat there. How are you doing? Culture, clothes, electronics, that's fine. Food and meat. It is over the 10% mark. It is a mark that I do care about, but I am currently not sure why exactly they are where they are. That's something we'll just have to figure out later on. What's this? What's this go to? Oh, there's a sewage switch. Okay, apparently we haven't built that yet. Not good. Not good at all, but we'll figure it out. That'll be fine. Okay. What else do I have? Honestly, right now, nothing. Yet there are no workers on here. That's not there weren't any expected there. Oh, I did not turn you on. Why is this cableway station already running? I did not tell it to go. Oh well, could be worse. Therefore, for more metros, we're going to get them in. And for the final thing, no, I need this one. For the final thing, we're going to have a nice metro run through the city with day turned on and off. Just so you know, and I do realize that we are a little behind on this, but it's an important one, isn't it? Yeah, probably. So, I'm going to get the metro set up, and then we're going to go for a ride. I hope you enjoyed this one. Public transport is by no means solved at this point. It is just set up. We're going to have to make sure that we don't lose too many people to whatever problems we run into. And we're just going to keep an eye on happiness and on overall population, and then we can look at the actual happiness of people in the buildings, like so, where this is our threshold. Anything that's way below that, like these buildings, need some help. Why do you only get food? You're right next to this building, and this building is never full, and this building can reach the shopping center. Like things like that. We have to figure those out. And right now, I guess there's a metro there. There's a metro coming through here, so everyone kind of gets picked up. But maybe I have to tell the metro here to not pick up passengers because there's nothing waiting for them over here. So any passenger that gets on the metro right now may not get to a place where they care about. We have 59 passengers. Where are they? There's a passenger. You want to go to... Why have you gone to the doctor for 50% of the time that you wanted to and then just left? And food only 25% of the time. That's weird. That's very weird. What happened here? Would like to know. But those are all things that we have to figure out, and we're not going to figure them out today. We're going to figure them out next time. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to have a metro ride at the end, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.